Hello, and welcome to the Teentober podcast series, where teens will be discussing subjects relating back to the Ocean County Library. My name is Cecilia. I'm one of the Teen Services librarians at the Ocean County Library. Joining me today, we have...
I'm Bella.
I'm Melissa.
I'm Hannah.
Today's episode is Music Madness. We'll be discussing our favorite genre, artists, songs, and more. So for our first question, we have, what is everyone's favorite music genre?
I'm going to go with fake indie. I do listen to a lot of indie stuff, but more fake indie, like Taylor Swift and old Panic! At the Disco and Carpet Garden and stuff like that. I don't know.
My favorite genre is a little bit of like new metal recently, and then a lot of rock type stuff. I've been listening to a lot of music from the 90s, really, so.
Yeah.
Pop mainly.
Anything but country is a great answer.
That's a good genre.
It's just an anti-genre. It's just anything but.
Yeah. Musicals count as a genre, then definitely that. But yeah, anything but country.
Country is interesting. With the exception of Dolly Parton. If you drag her name through the mud, we will have problems, because I love Dolly Parton.
Real. Mm-hmm. That's so real.
No, country gets overplayed.
I didn't get to see her, but I went to Nashville, and we went to Grand Ole Opry, and she was just there, and they had like a video of her walking through and giving like a guided tour.
Oh, that's so
cool.
Like
as you walked through, it showed her.
I love Dolly Parton.
Cool. Me too.
What is everybody's favorite artist? You don't have to like commit to someone. It could be like
Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Taylor Swift and Conan Gray recently, and then I used to be really obsessed with Cavetown.
Mine, it's like Korn, Deftones, and like Nirvana.
The Holy Trinity.
Mitski too.
Mitski.
Mitski's not like anywhere near
rock.
Like nowhere even similar to any of those other artists, but I love Mitski.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have one.
Really?
No. Again, I don't really have a favorite artist, author, director. I just like songs.
You like what you like.
Yeah, I like what I like. It's not
it's very me.
Yeah.
If I hear it, I will like it or not like it.
Yeah, because they can have some really good songs, and then they got some really trash songs.
There's also songs that like, there's a different era. Like 2020 songs that you were obsessed with was a different era of your music taste.
Yes.
I'm genuinely convinced.
Yeah, I totally
Because like 2020 was the Cavetown and Bo Burnham and Lord knows what else era. And I listen to those songs now, and I'm like, oh my god, because it's so different. Because what you actually listen to, it's like, why did I ever put this on?
2020 was a time.
It was a moment.
It was something.
It was giving. It was giving, we don't know. But
what it was giving, we don't know. I feel like 2020 was like a weird time for everybody, both music taste-wise, interests, and self-expression through fashion and stuff, because it was a period where you didn't really have to worry about any outside opinions. Like nobody was really, you weren't going to see people on a daily basis that were going to like have something to say about what you listened to, what you looked like, what you were into at the time. And so I feel like everybody was kind of just like experimenting and exploring like themselves.
I liked it because the absolute chokehold that, if anybody remembers, that like the Inside album had on TikTok and everything.
That wasn't 2020.
That was 2020.
No, it wasn't.
Because it came out in 2020. The album's called Inside.
No, it came out in 2021.
No.
Yeah, he made it during 2020. I think.
Fact checking that.
Check that, because I'm pretty sure it didn't come out in 2020. Like I'm pretty sure it came out in 2021.
I think that you're wrong, but that's okay.
Melissa and I are just sitting here.
He definitely made it during 2020.
The comedy special on Netflix came out in 2021, but it was made during 2020. But the music came out in literally March 2021. I am cheated out. No, that's not.
That was a journey we went on.
I think you think it was 2020 because it's all about 2020 because it was made during 2020.
And we were so good. The years are meshing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What is time?
The time is a social construct, I'm very sure. And it's not lateral. I recently learned that like time doesn't go like this, it goes like this.
That's That's great to show something like that on the podcast.
Yeah.
There were hand motions.
It doesn't
Time
go like
isn't linear. It's
yeah.
not a straight line.
No, it goes more like, you know how like the solar system moves? It moves on like a pendulum on an axis. It moves like if you roll an apple. Like it's not gonna always roll circle here, but it's kind of gonna roll around that way.
Okay.
No, I don't talk about time. Social studies, I found out time is non-existent, and I do not like time anymore.
Or like there's no amount of Hank Green crash courses that I could watch that could make me understand that. Because it's like, it's trippy because the telescope thing that can take pictures of like the beginning of the universe.
Oh yeah, that
Like
freaks me out.
freaks me out. I don't like it. I am unsettled by it.
When you see stuff like that, you just feel like a little speck floating through space.
Yeah.
It's not even that. It's the fact that like if I can't wrap my brain around it, it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
If I cannot compute the information ceases to exist. Anyway, that was a great music tangent.
I just thought of a question. What's a song that the moment you hear it will bring you back to like your youth or like a certain time? Feel free to take as much time.
Yeah. I for a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Hold on. It's in my playlist. I have a playlist.
Wait, I have an answer. It's not a specific song, but any MCR song takes me back to middle
Yes!
school. Straight back to middle school, thinking about like my old friend group, all like the weird like
The
things
weird-
we did, and like the not serious drama we would have. Like
Teenagers by My Chemical Romance was playing literally on loop while I got ready for good 3 months of 7th grade.
yeah, like the song, I think Helena, So Long and Good Night. That song
Oh my
every time
god.
reminds me of my 7th grade boyfriend that I had for 1 week.
Oh my god.
That I broke up with, right?
Oh.
1 week.
And I
of
broke up with
commitment.
him over text, right?
Oh my god.
Oh,
No, you didn't.
no.
His text to me when we finished breaking up with each other was so long. And good night. And it was supposed to be a My Chemical Romance quote too. Like that was the intention. So anytime I hear
That is the most 7th grade thing I have ever heard.
Exactly. Anytime I hear or just see the song title, I immediately think back to that kid.
Okay, mine. Okay, it's either gonna be "Never Grow Up" by Taylor Swift because me and my mom always used to sing it, and I will find a reason to tie every one of these questions back to Taylor Swift. But it's also gonna be anything by One Direction. I am a reformed One Direction stan. I've learned my lesson. I'm not going out and bedazzling jackets for them, but I did heavily contemplate using my mother's credit card to get a Harry Styles cutout when I was like 10.
Oh my god.
But also, Hey There Delilah by Plain White Tees
Oh,
and Riptide by Vance Joy.
yes.
I totally forgot about that song.
They are both in my more basic pop playlists, but I listen to them every time I need a little reminder of good things. And they're like happy songs. So, yeah.
Honestly, the One Direction thing, oh my god, you just like unlocked another memory.
Boom.
It's like another part of my brain was just like unlocked.
That and a Peppa Pig soundtrack, and I will not be. I will not be.
Did you watch Peppa Pig? Peppa Pig was.
I was a Peppa Pig child.
Peppa Pig was after my time.
I had a Peppa Pig dress. It was a red dress, but instead of polka dots, it was Peppa Pig. And then I also had a Martha Speaks headband.
I loved Martha Speaks.
You still do.
You still do.
I'm genuinely No, because there was a book.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
just like brought me back. I was like,
Yeah,
oh my gosh,
she
I
started
love that
singing
stuff.
the intro in the middle of the aisle.
Yeah.
That is.
You know what else reminds me of my childhood? Any of the Disney Channel songs, like Jessie, like songs from Jessie,
Oh,
Live and
Yes,
Maddie,
Live and Maddie.
or hear me out, Victorious.
Oh
Oh my
Victorious.
god, that one just whenever you can
I
take a
still-
hint on YouTube, it just
I have a strong emotional tie to Victorious.
I thought of another song, Undone by Weezer. Okay.
Weezer is not allowed.
But listen, my dad was a Weezer fan, right? He's a Weezer listener. and
Reformed, or is he still?
I honestly don't really know. For some reason, when I was little, my dad would play that song, and I was like obsessed with it. So I'd like specifically request for him to play it when we were in the car together. So that reminds me of like drives with
Yes. Oh my god. Wait. On that same note, anything by Beastie Boys, specifically
Oh,
the
right.
License to Ill album, or Girls.
Yeah.
Just the album Girls, or just the song Girls, not the album, as well as Rage Against the Machine. I don't know
Okay.
why my father decided to raise me on like really like anti-government rock. It was That's really funny.
Okay, when I was in kindergarten, I had this aftercare / before care class because I had at that time kindergarten was morning and afternoon. It was only half day.
Right.
And I only went in the afternoon. So my brother was
Morning.
he had to leave in the morning. So whenever he wasn't there, I remember I was being super upset because I didn't know anybody. Like, this was the very beginning, and we'd always play Party in the USA. Like, my class would always put up Party in the USA. We'd put it on, and everybody would love it. And for some reason, every morning, we started off with Party in the USA. So whenever I hear that song, I think that's kindergarten.
Oh my god. I feel like the Hamilton soundtrack is also an honorary mention.
Yes.
Also, the amount
My
the absolute
2020.
choke. Yeah, that was 2020. Because
Yeah.
it came out in like July of 2020.
Yeah,
On
Disney
but
Plus.
the absolute chokehold that those songs had on like everyone afterwards.
Mm.
Lin must be stopped. Okay, Lin-Manuel Miranda must be stopped. He's getting too large. Okay, between him doing the audiobook for my favorite book ever,
And just Hurricane in
Aristotle and
Hamilton.
Dante Discover the Keys to the Universe
Oh,
by
Aristotle Dante.
Sanez. He did the audiobook for it, and I don't know what it is, but he's always just off pitch. His voice is never correct.
Anybody that watched Hamilton,
Any Lin
Hurricane.
fans, I'm so sorry.
Just Hurricane. That's all
like,
I have to say.
Between Hamilton, In the Heights, the music for Moana,
Encanto.
Encanto, he needs to be put into a padded room
Did he
and not
sing?
let out
He didn't
until
sing at all in
2025.
Encanto, did he?
No,
No.
he wrote the music.
Yeah,
He
wrote
wrote
the
music
music.
though.
It's
But
like-
And it's all
every,
Lynn's.
almost every other thing he's written, he's somehow managed to weasel his way
Yeah.
into singing something.
It's not.
I genuinely
Okay.
think they had to like tie him up and like hide him in a closet during the recording of Encanto.
Okay, no, but if you go on YouTube, you can hear his
His demos.
His
demo,
demos are
and that was the funniest
love
thing I've
his
ever
Hamilton
heard.
demos are the
Stop.
best thing
He's
ever.
literally always just off pitch.
No, but it's worse in the demos because the demos are just rough drafts, so he doesn't really care that much about how he
So he
sounds.
just doesn't care. So he's more off pitch than when he isn't off pitch.
No, because the Encanto, the demo for Encanto, we don't talk about Bruno from
Stop.
Encanto.
No.
The demo.
Oh my god, to the demo.
The demo.
It's like seeing something you shouldn't. It's kind of like stumbling across something as a child. And being
My
like,
biggest
"Whoa."
advice to anybody listening is go on YouTube and look up either the Encanto or Hamilton demos and just give it a quick little listen. It's
See,
the
no,
best.
no,
It's the best thing you'll ever hear.
Yeah.
Specifically, Waiting on a Miracle demo. That was the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Oh my god, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Hannah,
was
you do
trying to
realize if
hear
you
it in
tell
my
people
head.
to listen to that, you have to pay for their therapy afterwards. It's so bad.
I like specifically to say no to this demo.
No! Say no. No.
It's so good.
It's not. It's,
No, it's not good, but like
Terrifying.
it's so bad it's funny.
It's really good.
it's so unfunny that it makes it funny.
Yes.
Lynn has also, I found them in the deep, dark depths of the internet one day.
What?
The deep, dark depths of the internet. I found Lynn singing 36,000 from In the Heights from the actual Broadway one, which, if you don't know, is not sung by him in the movie. It's sung by
I found
the guy who plays John Lawrence in Hamilton.
Oh, Anthony Ramos.
That dude, that was really quick. Are you okay?
Yeah, I used to be obsessed with him. I used to think he was like the cutest thing ever.
See, I did that, but with David Diggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm again reformed, I swear.
Did you listen to clipping? I did too.
Okay, so what is everybody's top 3 songs that come to mind?
Hold on, I'm pulling up Spotify.
We're-
What does
we're all
Spotify
looking.
think? Spotify thinks that my top 3 songs right now are Twin Size Mattress by the Front Bottoms, Cigarette Daydreams by Cage the Elephant, and 17 Going Under by
I
Sam
didn't
Fender.
see that.
Oh, wait, that's just on my on repeat playlist. Let's go to like the actual Spotify stats website. Because I have it up. I showed you how to look at it.
I know.
And yours was like all Deftones and Korn.
No.
Yes, it was. I distinctly remember it.
Okay. I don't have top of all time, but I do have my top recent obsessions.
Okay.
My top recent obsessions have been Spellbound by Susie and the Banshees.
That
Love that song. Been
Mhm.
listening to it a lot. I've been listening to a lot of About a Girl by Nirvana. I don't know why. There's just something about that song that scratches that little part of my brain where I'm like, I'm going to listen to this until I get totally sick of it and don't want to hear it again.
My problem
It
is
hasn't got to that.
my problem is
We have
none
not
of
gotten to that point yet. It's been
my
a couple
problem
weeks,
is
but
my problem is none of my top songs are true because I have a playlist that's all like not too crazy heavy beats and like quiet songs that I listen to when I go to bed, and they just play until I wake up. So
Around the Fur is my third by Deftones.
I'm gonna say just the entire Super 8 album by
The
Conan
entire
Gray.
what album?
Super 8 album by Conan Gray.
Okay.
I love Crying.
That's your top song.
That's
the
just
album.
like literally anything in that album is a great song, with the exception of Movies. Not because I don't like it, but because I don't like crying.
I have a quick honorable mention for my top three.
Honorable 4.
Honorable mention for Scythia by Veruca Salt.
Stop. Is that from the musical?
No,
Yes,
Veruca
it
Salt's
is.
a band.
Oh, I thought that was a song from like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the musical.
No,
Oh.
this is a
You
band.
learned something.
Look at me. Okay, I'm also gonna say 505 by Arctic Monkeys, as well as anything by the Front Bottoms, and Can I Have a Ride Home? I'm at a party and don't know anyone
Who's that by?
by Carpet Garden.
Do you have a top three?
I got more than 3.
More than 3?
All of
fine.
them are theater related.
I swear to God, if you
so
said
All right,
Glee.
it's going to segue
No.
into the next question.
we got All You Want to Do.
That
from
is
6.
fair.
It is one of the best songs I've ever heard.
That's fair.
I also really like. I got a lot from Beetlejuice, but
Yes. Dead Mom.
Dead Mom. I like Home. No Reason. I got a whole ton.
Say My Name is absolutely iconic.
Say
too.
My Name is. I've memorized that entire
Oh
song.
my God, same.
Like part for part.
Mm.
I like XY's, obviously. Literally the whole 6 soundtrack, the whole Beetlejuice soundtrack.
That's fair. That's very fair. Ooh,
Yeah.
Paciencia y Fe from In the Heights. It's the song that the grandmother sings, and she's going through her life right before she dies. It's actually really good.
Spoilers.
It's been out for like 3 years. Not spoilers.
Has
Absolutely
it?
not.
Is that real?
The actual music.
movie's been out-
Way
The
longer.
movie's been
yeah.
out for 2 years because we watched it in band. Yeah.
I feel old.
Part 14 of why I collected band teachers like Pokemon
Wait,
cards.
what year is it?
2022.
You said it so.
I was very confident going into it, and then as I was saying, it's like, wait, it's 2022. It's 2022.
Currently.
We're so smart. Gosh.
Another one that this one has nothing to do with the musicals I just mentioned, but I have no idea what it's from. But I know If I Were a Man, I really like that one.
That's where Taylor Swift. That's where Taylor Swift. It's actually called The Man by Taylor Swift, and it's from her album. That's from Lover. It's either from
Talking
Lover
about
or
two different
Reputation.
songs, or
You might be.
No, it's the song that's like, I get there quicker. Oh, and Getaway Car, and All Too Well by Taylor Swift. This is specifically the 10-minute version.
These are definitely not 3 songs.
What are numbers? We don't
what
remember
are
the
your
year.
top 3 Taylor Swift songs?
Me? Okay.
Putting you on the spot.
Okay, so according to Spotify,
Only has to be 3.
it can
only
only
three.
be 3.
It can only be
I'm
3.
gonna start
Top
sobbing.
3 from third favorite to first favorite. Cannot change it.
Yeah, we need a countdown. We need a dramatic countdown.
Okay.
Okay.
Starting
So we
with
got number 3.
3.
Starting with
Starting at number 3.
number 3 is gonna have to be Don't Blame Me. Second, then followed by Getaway Car, which are both from her Reputation album. And then this top
All
one,
time Taylor
All-
Swift song.
yeah, All Too Well, 10-minute version from the vault, Taylor's version. It has a long title, but it's very good. If I had to choose, if I had like a gun to my head and say like put some song lyrics as a tattoo, it would definitely be that one lyric that's like, I kept you like an oath, but you kept me like a secret.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
It's great. I love Taylor Swift. But that song is from her, not her original Red album, but her re-release of Red album that came out in 2021.
Great. And our last question. We've talked a lot about musicals, but now I'm going to put everybody on the spot. What's everyone's favorite musical?
Heather's.
Okay.
Just Heather's.
I had so many. It's
we
not even
could go
funny.
like
Anything
got-
that Glee has
we got
not covered is my favorite
Heather's.
musical.
I like Heather's. I like Six. I like
Six.
Beetlejuice.
Yes.
I haven't seen Mean Girls. I really want. It's on.
So good.
It's on YouTube now.
Mean Girls was
the musical.
playing in Nashville,
Really?
like a small theater when I was
Yeah,
there.
it's on YouTube now.
It was on Netflix. The actual
Well, the
music was
slime
on Netflix.
tutorial.
Okay.
I'm
I
slime
see the
tutorial.
slime tutorial.
Yeah, I found it. the slime tutorial to Mean Girls musical. It's on YouTube.
Live, laugh, love that.
I'm trying to think what else. I got so many. It's not
You
even
said
funny.
something about Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia.
Yes.
That is amazing.
I was literally listening to Mamma Mia today.
The vocals in SOS are just
Oh my god. Or Money.
funny. Oh my god.
Me and Alyssa got the wonderful opportunity to see Mamma Mia on stage, a high school performance, and
they went a cappella.
show-stopping.
The music,
Acapella for
the
the entire
music,
thing.
the music broke,
Oh my
and they
God.
had to go a cappella for the Mamma Mia song. And the girl who played Donna,
Absolutely
breathtaking.
fantastic.
She was
If
one of
I
the-
could go back and see either the movie or that play for the rest of my life,
I'd see that play.
I would absolutely see that play. And does your mother know? You know why I love that song. But oh my god.
Oh my. Okay, it's very opinionated, but the girl who played Donna is better than Meryl Streep. Like she was.
Yeah, that's
fighting.
I mean, she is phenomenal. She was phenomenal.
Speaking of Meryl Streep, Billy Joel, Elton John, and Cher, please stay in your houses. After what happened to Olivia Newton-John, I don't want any of you dying because I can't emotionally handle it right now. So if I can nicely tell all of my old people
Dolly too.
icon. Oh, and Dolly. Dolly's iconic though. She can't die.
Don't take trips on treacherous
I was
roads.
couldn't remember the album, the audio, but it's kind of like, don't swim in the sea.
And don't take trips on treacherous roads. My favorite musical is definitely Rent. Rent has a very special place in my heart.
Rent, yeah.
I grew up watching the movie for Rent, which I probably shouldn't have. It's not really.
Honestly,
It's
yeah.
not very child.
I did watch it when I was in 6th grade.
However,
Part 16 of why.
I would watch it all the time, and I was obsessed with it, and I still am to this day. However, I do have somewhat of a hot take. The movie cast album
You say it's better than the musical, I
is
will walk out of this room.
100 times better than the musical.
See, that's okay. You can be wrong.
You can be wrong, girl.
No. Also, segueing from Rent, because I did watch that when I was in 7th grade and kind of grew up on it too. I'm very used to watching, before that, musicals that didn't really have a social impact. Not that they're not good, but like I grew up watching Wicked and Phantom
Yeah.
and Les Mis, which Les Mis has like a little meaning. But Rent is straight up,
Just a little meaning. Les Mis just has just a little.
you know what? Okay. 62601 needs to calm down. Respectfully. He's still in love with
Legally
Rent.
Blonde.
What?
Legally Blonde, the musical.
Oh my god, yes. But Rent really shows you, wake up, this is what's happening, and like
Oh, yeah.
makes you pay attention. And it's really what I've grown to love about theater. I know I hate Lane with a burning passion, but to his credit, he does write a lot of songs about stuff that's like actually wrong and stuff that has to be fixed. And that's what I've grown to love about theater, is that it's not so much just putting on a show anymore. It's telling people, hey, you need to pay attention because this is what's happening. And
That's why I like
It's
or
Six
this
so
is what's
much.
going to happen.
Yeah, it's like an artistic call out.
Yeah, it's so good.
That's why I like Six so much. It's like,
Yes.
oh my god, just the fact, like, hey, we married this dude, but
We all don't like him.
we don't like him,
And
and
now we're gonna sing about it.
well, it's not that. It's more just like, yeah, oh, sure, we married this dude, but we're our own person too. We're not.
Yeah,
We're
and
not
a lot
just
of-
this man's wife.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
gets shredded a lot in history because it's like messy. But yeah, that's what I love.
Oh my god. No,
Live, laugh, love, Peter.
Kay Howard just
I think we should
and
honestly
Anne Boleyn.
just do an honorable mention, like just a whole honorable mentions. What are our honorable mentions of just things that we love? Songs, albums, artists. Just honorable.
I talked enough about Taylor
Yeah,
Swift, I
anything
think.
you didn't talk about that you're like,
Sorry, my
I
girl
totally
Taylor.
forgot about this.
Kate
Kate
Bush.
Bush. I love Kate Bush. I think I discovered Kate Bush in like 2020.
Yeah, I did Babushka. Was
Yes,
was the
that
segue
was like
into.
Well, no, Babushka actually. It was either Babushka or Wuthering Heights was my first Kate Bush song. But since then, have just been obsessed with her. Love her music. Love her.
We cannot mention Running Up That
Love
Hill.
her.
As much as we love her, it's giving.
I love Running Up That Hill. It's just like
It's a great song. It's giving like Despacito though.
what?
Like, you know how Despacito was like, it's a good song in theory, but then it gets overplayed a lot.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, like if I'm out somewhere and I hear it playing, I'm probably gonna roll my eyes. But
Like,
am
Melanie
I gonna
Martinez-
listen to it in my bed at home? Like, yes.
That's my honorable mention. My honorable mention is Melanie Martinez, the love of my life. Crybaby is a great album. So is K through 12. But if I listen to Sippy Cup, especially because like certain parts of it had a chokehold on TikTok. I'm gonna say chokehold on TikTok forever because TikTok just grabs things and holds on to them.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Sippy Cup is one of the songs where it's just kind of like, it's a good song, but it's a little overplayed.
Yeah. Smashing Pumpkins.
Yes.
Love them. Love them. I love Smashing
I
Pumpkins.
grew up on Smashing Pumpkins.
I love all of them really, like Zero, like the more well-known stuff like Zero, Bullet with Butterfly Wings, stuff like that. But just like Smashing Pumpkins in general, just chef's kiss. Love them.
I'm gonna piggyback on that and say Rage Against the Machine because it's kind of like old stuff. Killing in the Name, as well as there's another one, but that whole album, the Killing in the Name album, I listen to religiously with Beastie Boys.
The Cure. The Cure. I love them. I love The Cure. They just make such good music. The Cure, Tyler the Creator.
Tyler the Creator
Is insane. I love him.
Oh my god, my friend went to go see him. My friend's also going to see Steve Lacy though. So.
I love Steve
Lacy! This is a Steve Lacy support podcast. We love Steve Lacy.
There's so many good artists. You can't just.
Oh no, you can't pick one.
That's what we learned today.
It's so good.
I'd also like to honorable mention the Hamilton soundtrack. You're a little overplayed, but we still love you.
I like the songs that are not overplayed too much. Like some of them.
Are you okay?
I just thought of
Hannah
the
just
most like.
zipped
I just
up from her
can't
seat.
believe I forgot to mention Fiona Apple. I love Fiona Apple. Fiona Apple was like Mitski before Mitski was like a thing. Love her.
That and like Lana Del Rey, like
Paper Bag by Fiona Apple. Oh my gosh. Love that song. I just love Fiona Apple. She's great. Sorry. Anyways, I had to put that in there.
we love Fiona Apple.
I don't know. I covered everything I wanted to. Again, I told you I'm majority be talking about musicals. That's all I really listen to.
Hey,
I know we're an
Besides my other
anti-country
playlist.
podcast, but I just like a chance to list off the 4 country songs that I actually do listen to.
No,
Okay.
country gets overplayed in my household. It is.
Oh yeah,
No, it's just it's always about the same thing.
we've got Geraldine and If I Was a Cowboy, both by Miranda Lambert. Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood, which
Oh
I
my
feel
God.
like is the exception to every country song.
Okay,
I love.
okay. I will admit that's like one of the only exceptions. That and I also like If I Die Young.
Oh my god, yeah. Jolene, 9 to 5, Code of Mary Colors, Working Girl, The House of the Rising Sun, and Why'd You Come In Here Looking Like That, all by Dolly Parton. Fantastic. Goodbye Earl by The Chicks. Wagon Wheel by Darius Rucker, Chicken Fried by Zach Brown, and International Harvester, Purely on a Joke. Oh, and These Boots Are Made for Walking.
I'm just gonna mention some local artists. Soup. They're great. Love them. They're a great band. It's 2 girls and a boy, so mostly women-led band. Vocalist Mercedes is insane. She's so good. The drummer Monica, love her. I love Soup. They're great. They don't have any like own songs that they've released yet, but if you ever want to follow them and just go check them out, definitely do. And then there's Skater, a local band. Love them. Just promoting some local musicians.
Are you friends with the people?
Support your local artists. I am with some of them, but there's also Dogs in a Pile.
That's
They're great.
I know them.
I went to school with one of them. And other than
Support your
that,
local-
those are just some 3 local artists to check out. But
What kind
always
of
support your
music?
local artists and try and seek them out.
Yeah, go to
What kind of
cafes.
genre?
Soup does a lot of covers of classic rock type stuff and some like Greta Van Fleet.
Okay.
Love that.
Dogs in a Pile is also like very classic rock inspired. And then Plague Skater is very like experimental rock.
Yeah, 'cause they have their own stuff, right?
Yeah, Plague
Yeah.
Skater does their own stuff, yeah. Plague Skater just went on a tour recently around like Georgia and stuff like that. But other than those 3, always try and check out local artists near you. Support your local artists.
On that note, someone who's very not local, but I forgot to mention him for honorary mentions, is Youngblood. Thank you. That is all. It came to me as you were speaking because the brain cells were brain celling. Definitely support your local artist. Forget what I said. Pretend that it was 2 minutes earlier.
Thanks for joining us today. Be sure to check out the Ocean County Library's website for more podcasts and our website's calendar of events page. Most titles can be found digitally through the Ocean County Library, free with your library card. Until next time, happy listening.